What's up, y'all? It's Jatyn, and if you're seeing this video, then chances are you were spiritually aligned with my energy and decided to click on this video and see what message I have for you today. So we are going to start with an oracle card just to kind of get an overall energy, and we actually got two coming out today. We've got growing and falling apart, okay? And what would ultra intelligent imaginary me do? Okay, so y'all probably already get the message of this. This is talking about having everything fall apart and growing from it, obviously, with this falling apart and growing card. You are meant to go through life experiences where they knock you down to the ground and really throw you in for, like, what's it called, a loop, and you just don't even know where life is going anymore, but you're still growing, okay? You are still getting to this point and this version of yourself that is so much higher than it is right now. And what Spirit is wanting you to think about is, what would your higher self do? You know, in a moment of in time where you are knocked down to the ground, what would your best self be doing? Would it be sitting down and crying about it, or would it be going and making something else happen for it? Okay, that is the main message I'm getting with those two oracle cards. We are going to go ahead and start with our tarot cards. Okay, let's go ahead and see what we get with the tarot cards. We got one card coming out. Okay, I'll show y'all that in a second. Let's see what else we get. So yeah, I guess this overall reading energy is going to be for the people who have just fallen down to the ground, okay? If you're in a state where, or a position where that is your reality, then chances are it's probably for a reason, okay? We've got three cards coming out. We've got the Musician. We've got the King of Roses. And we've got the Nine of Roses. Okay. Okay, so the Musician is the magician in the original Rider-Waite tarot deck, and what this card is all about is having all the things there that we need to make our dreams a reality, okay? Not being afraid to make our dreams a reality, not being fearful of what could happen, and just taking that step forward and trusting that you were given these gifts for a reason, okay? You were given this life path for a reason. And this card is all about just taking what you have and making your dreams a reality. Now, let's get into the next two cards that I got for y'all, which was the King of Roses in reverse and then the Nine of Roses in reverse. Okay, maybe you feel a little bit dissatisfied with your life right now. You're feeling a little bit like, actually, like I was saying with those oracle cards, knocked down to the ground with the Nine of Roses coming out. That is all about not feeling like we have enough and not being very happy with where we are in our life. Maybe you actually do have all of it right now. You have a good life, you have a good job, but it's just not what you want. And it's time to get rid of that and, you know, move forward from it. This could be leaving a relationship that you thought was gonna last. And instead of being comfortable, go and find somebody else, you know. This could be about being in a job where you thought it was really good pay and it was a really good opportunity, but really it's not serving you any benefit in your life. With the King of Roses coming out, this tells me that you are in a position where it's just emotionally draining. You are not feeling very emotionally fulfilled. You're not feeling like waking up every day to go work at this bum-ass job or go see this person and do the things that you got to do, you know. It's just not there anymore. You used to be able to do it every day, but now you're just at this point where you're like, I cannot do this. I cannot stand to wake up and have to go and do this, okay? And that's okay. We all got to get to that point eventually with one thing in our life. And if this is your moment, then this is your moment to move on, okay? Let's get a couple more cards. But yeah, I just feel like you're very dissatisfied with your life. And you know what this like message tells me, this journey from the Musician to the Nine of Roses, is that at first you thought you had it all. You thought you had the job of your dreams. You thought you had something that was going to make you really successful in the long run. And that was going to be what made you happy every day. But as you've come to realize, it's not making you very happy. It's actually leaving you pretty sad and dissatisfied with your life. Let's see, we got the Nine of Bears also coming out. Okay, so this is the Nine of Pentacles in the Rider-Waite deck. And the Nine of Cups is actually the Nine of Roses in this deck, okay? This is my Grateful Dead tarot deck. I love it so much because of the colors. But the Nine of Bears, okay, in reverse tells me, again, that you're not satisfied with what you have. You're not satisfied with where life has led you. You're not satisfied with day-to-day work that you have to do to sustain your life. It's not fun. It's not exciting. It's not something that you're passionate about. It's something that you're doing just because you have to do it. And I feel like I want to get some cards now to see the future. What happens if you leave this place? What happens next, actually? We get the 10 of Roses coming out, okay? So the 10 of Cups in reverse is all about breaking these chains that you have, okay? And it's used to be good chains, like I was saying, but now it's not good chains, you know? So it's all about releasing what isn't serving you anymore and going on a search for something else that is more emotionally fulfilling. Something that you can actually wake up to and be like, okay, this feels good. Maybe you have to start a job search again. Maybe you just have to break up with somebody and find yourself again. Find what makes you happy again. And with the roses, the 10 of Roses coming out, it feels like this is something that could be happening pretty quick, but you just have to break those chains first, you know what I mean? Let's see, we got another card. The 2 of Bolts. Okay, so this tells me that by doing this, you're going to be going down the right path, okay? You're going to be going down the path that is best and most suited for you. And it's going to feel at times like, oh, which way do I go? There is 2 different paths to go. Do you want to stay doing the same thing, or do you want to go down the right path? Break free from these chains, like I've been saying, and go down the right path. This 2 of Wands energy, though, is very positive. It is a very good message that whatever you do, if you do the right thing, it's going to lead you down to something great, okay? So you can't be afraid. You can't be fearful of what might happen. You have to be confident in yourself and confident in your intuition, confident in your choices, okay? And just know that life is guiding you down something that is meant for you. It's up to you to make that happen, okay? And just with the 2 of Bolts coming out, that is just, Spirit is on your side. Spirit is on your side for that, okay? They want you to make this decision and leave behind what isn't serving you anymore and do what feels best, okay? And it's going to come in quickly, whatever feels best. We also got the Terrapin of Roses, which is the Ace of Cups in reverse, okay? So this tells me that at first it's not going to be very something that's like soul grabbing, if that makes sense. It's not going to make you feel very passionate, and it's not going to feel like something that is spiritually aligned with you at first. Let me get one more card, okay, to kind of get that message and figure out what that's trying to say. Because what I'm hearing is that this isn't going to be something that you thought you were meant to do. That's what it means. It's not something that you thought you were going to be doing with your life, okay? It's not something that you're holding on to these ideals, okay? The 4 of Bears upright, okay? That's the 4 of Pentacles. And that's all about holding on to something that's just not working anymore, okay? Maybe you don't want to get rid of this and you don't want to pursue that other path like I'm telling you to do. That's okay. But listen, okay, there has to be, you have to look towards your higher self, okay? Like with this Oracle card, what it was saying, what would your ultra intelligent imaginary me do? Do what your higher self would do, okay? Would you stay in a situation that isn't serving you? Would you stay in a situation, your best self? Would they be in a situation that isn't making them feel good every day, that isn't making them feel like they are growing with their life, like the growing and falling apart? Actually, that makes more sense now too. You are growing as a person, but right now you might feel like you're falling apart where you are. You feel like everything is just crumbling down and nothing feels right anymore. Nothing feels true anymore. Nothing feels happy anymore. And what Spirit is wanting to tell you is to get rid of these ideas, okay? Get rid of things that don't serve you anymore and release just the bad, negative energies in your life, okay? They aren't making you happy, okay? They aren't satisfying you. You have 2 paths to go down. Choose the one that is not the current path that you're on, and you will find success, okay? It's just all these cards together just tell me that you have the ability to make anything happen with your life, but you can't be afraid anymore. You have to go after what it is that you need to go after. You get what I'm saying here? Release all that's not serving you anymore. Release all that feels bad. Release all that makes you cry at night and suffer at night, okay? And just know that Spirit is on your side, and by making this new choice and going on a journey that isn't what you thought originally would be for you, you're gonna find success, okay? This could also be about a relationship. Okay, we got a new romantic cycle begins. This also doesn't mean a relationship either. This could mean something like falling in love with yourself, falling in love with your life again, falling in love with a person, falling in love with a job again. You know, at first you might not even consider it as something that is meant for you, but you'll come to learn that that was exactly what was meant for you, and you'll love it, okay? A new romantic cycle is going to resonate for however it resonates for you, okay? It could be a job, could be an actual relationship, could even be a friendship, okay? Releasing some old friends. Believe in the impossible came out. And let's get one more card. Let's get one more card. One last card. I will have all these decks linked down below, by the way. And take time to breathe out. Okay. So the last 3 oracle cards, what they're telling me is that with this disseminating moon, which means that it's going away, right? We have some energy of when things fall apart, we tend to get into our mindset and being like, okay, what else can happen? What good can happen with our life? We already been knocked down so many times, nothing good can happen. Spirit wants you to believe in the impossible, okay? They want you to believe that anything could happen, that this was a good choice, this was meant to happen, and this is the best thing for your life, okay? And with a new romantic cycle beginning, you're in luck, okay? Spirit is on your side, and just know, making this hard, difficult choice right now, yes, it is hard right now, but in the future, you're gonna thank yourself, okay? So the main message that I want you to take from this is leave behind what isn't serving you anymore. Go after what you believe is the best thing for you. Stop listening to what other people have to say, and just know that you have all the tools necessary to make your dreams a reality, okay? That is your message.